hope alive. Keep hope alive. But yeah, man, just wanna thank y'all for everything. Of course,
Of course, man.
constant studio of the game. I really ain't got much questions, but I do wanna sharpen my cold calling skills. I find
Okay.
myself doing the old and a lot. Like I be trying to catch myself doing. But if y'all got time, I just want to do a quick role play, get
Okay.
some critique from it.
Dude, you've done some deals, so I can't go easy on you. You know this.
Oh no, I definitely don't
He's
go
done some
easy.
deals.
I
He
know,
makes some money. I can't go easy on him. All right.
yeah,
You know.
definitely flex on. We put that muscle on.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's do it. Yeah. So the cold call.
Yeah, do a
All
cold
right, go
call.
ahead. Let's get this. Let's get this.
Do, 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 do.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Cord Jones. I was hoping to speak to the owner of 123 Main Street.
This is him.
How you doing? Like
I'm
I said,
good.
my name is Cord Jones. Can I get your name?
This is Zach.
Mr. Zach. Mr. Zach, you having a good day so far, Mr. Zach?
Pretty good. What do you want?
Cool. So I was riding by. Well, I seen this property that's been sitting for at least 3 months now that I know of. Just wondering what's going on with it. Why you ain't got a nice
What do you mean?
family living
What do
up
you
in
mean it's sitting
there?
there? What do you mean it's sitting there?
It's just sitting there. I rode by,
No.
like I said, 3 months ago, and I just rode by yesterday and noticed that there's no one living in it. Ain't nobody making the money off of it, far as I know. Just calling to get a few questions about it.
Yeah, it's my vacation home.
Oh, vacation home. Cool deal.
Vacation
Cool
home.
deal.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
No pun intended, but I can definitely see, it hasn't been tended to for quite a while. There's
yeah, I haven't been there in a while. Yeah, I haven't been there in a little bit, but yeah, it's sitting there. Um, I hope they're cutting the grass there, but yeah, it's just sitting there.
um what's your you got any future plans for it other than your vacation home? You want to keep it as a vacation home, or would you
I
be
don't know.
interested in making some money off of it?
Hmm, I don't know about this. North Carolina is the vacation spot of the world, so it's great. I've been told. Um, I don't know. I mean, if you can give me an offer, maybe I'll sell it to you. But yeah, possibly. I mean, what's your offer?
Oh, I love to get an offer to
Sure,
you.
what is
No
it?
doubt about that. And you absolutely right about North Carolina. We got the from the mountains to the beaches. We got
Oh
you
yeah.
covered here. So I can understand why you would like the vacation here. Um, Let me ask you something though. Before I give you an offer,
Sure.
you bought the car before, right?
Of course I have.
Right, from a dealership, from a friend,
Right from the dealership.
right from the dealership. Okay, so you seen the car, it piqued your interest. The pretty sure the salesman told you about everything under the sun to get you a good price on it. Before
I
you
got the
agreed to
greatest
that
price on
price,
it.
yeah,
Below
before
the
you
Kelly
agreed to that
Blue Book
price,
value.
oh yeah.
I'm no schmuck. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
I
So
know a
you
good deal.
tested it out, right? You tested
I
it out,
tested
right?
it out.
Right. So basically, I'm gonna have to do about the same thing. Just get this, a little test run. Just peek into it, see what's going on, see if it's something that I can make an offer on. Not just any offer, but a fair offer that would work for not only you but myself as well. I'm
So
a
what do you
real
mean?
estate
Are you not
investor.
giving me an offer?
Oh yeah, I can. First off, let me ask
So
you
what's
this
the
though.
offer?
Well, when was the last time it's been updated?
Mm, I don't know. It looks good to me.
Yeah, looks can be
It looks
deceiving.
good to me. I like tile. I don't know. I bought it 15 years ago. So I don't know. It looks good to
Yeah,
me though.
between me and you, my wife looked good 15 years ago. Yeah, but now we 15 years into it. Let's just you get where I'm going with this, right? You get where I'm
I don't
going.
know what you're getting at. I don't get what you're getting at.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I could understand an analogy.
Right. 15 years is a long time though, so it'll be safe to assume that
I bet you it's gotten better with age, like a fine wine.
Right.
Like my house.
You gotta put some time into that thing, right?
Yes, like my house is aging like a fine wine.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do something about that. So
Oh,
look,
great.
let's just assume that it needs some roof work, some paint work, a good bit of updating, right? Would you agree to that?
I mean, if you don't like 1990 style houses, I guess you could update it. But I like the way it is.
Yeah, I feel you. I understand. But yeah, I'd love to get an offer to you. Let's see. How about this? Let me give you a call back in about an hour or so. Would that be a good time to call you back? I just want to do a little bit more research on dig into the neighborhood or whatnot.
Sure. Yeah. Anytime before the Bears Packers game this week, we should be good. I'll be watching that game very, very, very closely. If you call me during that time, I will not answer. But anytime before that, I know that game's in a couple hours. So if you call me before then, sure. If you call me during that time, no.
Who are you rooting for, by the way?
The Bears. I would never, ever sell this to a Packers fan. So
never, ever?
Never. Go Bears.
Never, ever.
Yeah. So
hey,
you like
on
the Bears,
that note,
right? Go Bears, right?
Go Bears.
Go Bears. Yeah.
Go Bears.
That's what I thought. You
right.
sound like a great man, a good Bears fan. I like those type of guys. I like you. Let me call you back. Call me back. And we can talk about how much we hate Aaron Rodgers, and maybe I'll sell you a deal. We'll see what happens.
All right, sound good, Mr. Zach. Now I'll give you a call back in about an hour here.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks. He answered the right question. His favorite football team is whatever his seller's favorite football team is. He knows what to do. I'm telling you, man.
A lot of people.
I've been a Steelers fan.
On that, man.
I've been a Cowboys fan. I have been a fan of the Patriots. I'm telling you, that has gotten me deals, dude. Why the average NFL fan anywhere in the country is most likely going to be a Cowboys fan. So I still always watch the Cowboys because when I used to go on appointments, every month there was always a Cowboys fan. Because I went to a lot of appointments. There was always one. Anywhere you go, there's going to be a Cowboys fan there. And it was always the same conversation. Oh, man, that was a bad week, wasn't it? I've never said it was a great week for the Cowboys. I've never said that on an appointment. But I can tell you, man, you did that right. You did that right.
That was a punch in the gut, too, out of everybody.
It's a joke. I know they're playing them this week, but I'm just letting you know, man. It's a test. But, bro, you go on an appointment, man, or you call them, and let's say they're a big fan of this thing, or they do. Let's say somebody says, hey, I love fishing. Maybe you did some fishing. You want to talk about how you might like fishing. Anything to connect with the person, right? And of course that's a joke, but like, dude, you go on an appointment or something, and they're like a big fan of the sports team. You don't have to say you're an explicit fan, but you can say something like, hey, the Cowboys did good last week, or something like that, right? It's just a connection, dude. It's just anything you can get for someone to connect with them. It works, dude. Dude, I cannot tell you, and I've said this a million times, and I don't get political on this at all, ever. I've gone to so many appointments where there was a guy wearing a, Team Blue political party. And I was like, I really like that hat. And someone had the little red hat. I said, I love that red hat. I could give any care in the world about what president. But whoever it is, I'm going to be a fan of that seller, and it's always getting me deals, dude. Every single time.
Yeah, and remember when the seller offers you a rapport gift, it's up to you to take it, especially on the phone. So I get it. But when they offer it to you, that's how you can build rapport.
It's a gift, man.
When you have to constantly fish and they won't give it to you, it's a tougher conversation. So when they throw it out there, just expand on it. So I'll spend, when I'm trying to break the ice with him, I'll spend 5-10 minutes talking.
And he's doing a lot of virtual.
Yeah.
So one thing I give to you too is if you hear a dog barking in the background, hey, what kind of dog you got? I love dogs. I don't care if you hate dogs. I love dogs. What's the dog's name? Write it down, dude. I promise you call back. Hey, and then you hear the dog bark. Hey, how's Chester doing? Dude, it's just the little rapport stuff. Because like everyone, how do you build rapport in virtual wholesaling? If you can just get any of those gimmies out there, it's gonna help, dude. All the time.
Right.
Like I did a deal where I showed I made what 57,000 at 19 years old on a virtual deal. And I literally talked to her because she was a nurse, right? And my sister's a nurse, right? And we connected with that, right? And that was another rapport piece. Like, oh, I know how hard you work. Because nurses work their tails off, right?
Yep.
And I did that. It helped me so much. So just any little rapport part. But yeah, man, I was a good convo. I was just joking at the end, but I'm just showing you like some people give you gimmies, man, and you just got to get it. But
you got to run.
That was great. You got to run with it.
I get it.
My
yeah,
only
these
thing
sellers, these sellers, some of the calls I have been making, like they threw something at me, like, okay,
yeah,
left me
all the
stuck,
time,
like,
man.
you really got. I'm realizing like you really do got to think fast on your feet dealing with these sellers, because
Dude,
the long
really
pauses
like,
in betweens. I'm working on the pauses in betweens, and like you were saying yesterday with the uhs and the ums and.
Right, here's a little tip for you. When you have a tendency to say ums or the pauses, just don't speak. It actually, like, it's fine. It's actually normal. People do that to comfort themselves. You actually make sellers uneasy by doing that, and you can lose credibility, especially in confidence with them. So if you have a tendency to do it, once again, get off the phone and then practice. And then when you start to do it, just stop talking. It's actually helped me. It helped me out phenomenally when I did that. The ums and stuff, it's for you. It's for nobody else. And once you understand you're doing it to soothe your soul because you feel like you don't know what to say, a natural conversation that's not scripted is going to have natural pauses in it. There's no other way. We are not slick politicians. I don't want you to be a used car salesman. Just, I didn't think about that. And just stop and collect your thoughts and let them talk, and you'll be fine. Also, when you do ums and pauses, you're dominating the conversation as opposed to letting your seller give you as much information as you can. So if you talk about an 80-20 talk, meaning the seller talks 80% of the time, your ums, if you have a 3 or 5 minute conversation, can take up 20% of that time. So if you guys have a tendency to do that, just stop speaking. And you go, well, Rick, it's going to be really awkward. It's a pause. No, the idea is to let your seller fill in that gap while you try to recollect and think what you need to say off your hand. A lot of times, the more scripted you are, the more unnatural the conversation is. So I thought you actually did well with that part. So it just, this is like stand-up comedy sometimes. Like, you don't know how the crowd's going to react to you, especially when you're calling 100 sellers. And some of them are going to throw you way off. You just can't let one affect you to the next call.
It's true. You did really good there, man.
I thought you were fine, dude. You're a funny dude. Like, it comes out. So
one thing I could tell you though on that call, the only thing I would change is when you did that car analogy, it was great. You just got to get you have to tell them about it. I think a problem a lot of people are having this car analogy thing is you're saying the analogy, but you also got to explain it to them, right? So you would test drive the car before you bought it. Yes. I might be dumb. Like, you got to explain to me what that means. You said it. So I can't buy your house without test driving, actually looking at it. Can you tell me a little more about it? Oh, okay, that makes sense. You just got to explain it to me at the end, because in that convo, most sellers will get it, but a certain amount of them won't get it. And you just got to explain that, because I kept asking about the offer because I clearly didn't understand what you said. You just got to explain it to me. Say, hey, I have to test drive before I see it. Does that make sense? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's really it. Everything else is good. The pauses, you ask questions.
I didn't think your pauses
you got
were
the
bad
condition.
at all.
Time frame. It was a weird type of deal. That was great. I liked it.
Yeah. So far as like the initial call, I know I don't want to just start throwing numbers out there. So
smart.
I figured the initial call is just basically to see if they're just simply interested in taking the offer or not, right?
That's it, man.
Yeah, okay, boom. And then just move on from there. If not interested in offers, thank you for taking my call. Hope you have a blessed day. If you are, let me look into it a little bit, give you a call right back.
Yeah, just be careful with like the wife analogy and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the wife analogy.
It's gonna walk you down and because then it's like, well, what's wrong with your wife? Is she ugly or like something like that? And you're gonna step on your toes. So it's a cute comment, but like, you can't remember, we can't take risk with sellers because this is a business. So it's like, I don't do any comparison because they could go, well, if he's disrespecting his wife, why
I
would I
see.
recover property? So funny, dude,
I could put
you
my
had
foot
me
in
on the
crack,
floor,
and
but
the seller's wife probably just recently passed, maybe about 2-3 years ago or so.
Oh yeah, you get one of those. It's not good, right? It's like saying a yo mama joke and someone's mom passed away.
Yeah,
It'll never go down well, man.
I was raised on old school on your mama jokes,
but you can't do a yo mama joke on that. That's terrible.
You
So
can't, yeah,
that's
do
how you
not
do it.
risk like high end risky comedy on cold calling because it will. It does sometimes it just doesn't translate. It could be funny, but
Now, for an example, you can say, "Hey, I remember what I looked like 15 years ago." If you do self-deprecating humor, that's always a joke. I remember what I looked like 15 years ago.
Don't do the
I ain't the same, right? Yeah, so you just do it on yourself. Now, me 15 years ago is probably not a good example, but like
years ago, you're like,
I know, but like, but what I can tell you is if like you do it for
got
you, that's hilarious, right?
yeah.
So yeah, that's the way I'd answer that one. But yeah, that was great, man. Good job.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
appreciate you. I'm gonna hop on this call now.
Okay.
All right, have a good one.
Good luck, man.
That threw me off. Yeah, guys, do if you're gonna make fun of somebody, just do it on yourself.